Welcome to this DPOR video tip for the online renewal and services registration process. Let's begin by answering a few questions and discussing some helpful tips about the online services. First, you may ask, why should I register? The most common reason, to make renewal payments online. Additionally, you may be able to change your address, reinstate an expired license, add a program or specialty, or request exam eligibility. But remember, this varies with the particular license type. Are there any special requirements? Yes, there are. First, you will need the email address that will be used as a user ID. Remember that this email address cannot be used to register any other individual or business. It has to be unique to you. You will need to know the legal name as it appears on the license. Not sure? Check License Lookup. You will need to know your license number, your government-issued ID number that's on file with DPOR. For individuals, this may be your Social Security number or Virginia DMV control number. For businesses, this is normally your Federal Employee Identification Number. However, sole proprietorships may be using the owner's Social Security number. Any other items that may be helpful? Oh, most definitely. Keeping DPOR informed of your current mailing address is not only a good idea, but it's a requirement, and failure to do so is a cause for disciplinary action. Providing DPOR with your email address prior to registering online may save some time in completing the registration process. Also, if you have a recent renewal form available, it may provide a temporary user ID and temporary password. This would be helpful. Please note that not all renewal forms contain this information, so don't be concerned if yours does not. Any last thoughts? Yes, don't wait until the last day to register. The security built into the online renewal and services application requires matching data for verification. If inaccurate or incomplete data is on file, then you will require assistance from DPOR staff during regular business hours. So, let's get started. You should now be at the DPOR Online Services main page. Please take the necessary time to read all the documentation provided on each page. For users that have been provided a temporary user ID and temporary password, you simply continue by entering this information into the ID and password fields, then select the Log On button. You'll be prompted to verify your government-issued ID number, change your temporary ID to a unique email address, change your password, and complete the security question. Your registration will be complete and your online account will be ready for use. Now, for our customers that do not have a temporary user ID and password, then you will have to complete an additional step for security purposes. On the main online services page, please navigate to the bottom left corner to a link labeled Create My Profile. The Choose Registration Type page requires you to choose if this is for an individual or organization. For this demonstration, I'll register as an individual and select the Next button. The pre-user registration page requires you to provide information to verify yourself for security purposes. Under the section Account Owner Contact Information, please provide your legal name as it appears on your DPOR issued license and the government issued ID number that's on file with DPOR. The next section is Account Login. You will need to provide a unique email address that will be used as a user ID. To expedite the receipt of your temporary password, then enter the email address that you may already have on file with DPOR. The third section on the pre-user registration page is Password Recovery. Just as it implies, if you forget your password, then you can successfully respond to your secret question to have it reset. You have the choice of answering one of the 3 predefined questions, or you have the option of creating your own. Then, of course, with the secret question, you'll be required to provide a secret answer. Then select the Next button on the lower right corner. Now the List Records registration screen appears. This page will list the licenses that are associated with the name and ID number that you provided earlier. If all your licenses do not appear on this screen, then you will need to contact the board for assistance. Select Yes if this displayed license belongs to you. Click on the Submit button to continue. Finally, the User Registration Temporary Password Issued screen appears. The displayed message indicates that a temporary password has been sent to you. But how? Normally, it's provided by a letter through regular mail service, so it may take a few days to arrive to the address that DPOR has on record for you. However, if DPOR happens to have that same email address on record for you, then the temporary password will be provided by email. So check your email. Once you receive your letter with a temporary password, then return to the DPOR Online Services main page and log in. Your user ID will be your complete email address, and for the first login you will need to use a temporary password provided to you. Click on the Log On button. The initial login validation screen will appear for the first time you log in. You will be prompted to enter the ID number that DPOR has on file for you. Click on the Submit button. The Update Default Registration Information screen will appear. Here you will change the temporary password to a permanent password. Please read the password requirements before creating a new password. Enter the temporary password in the Current Password field. Now enter your new password and then confirm your password. Click on the Save button. Congratulations, you have officially logged in.